Japan. Home of Nintendo, Super Sentai, and a few other things, I'm sure. And recently, I took a little trip to Japan, mainly for two reasons: the Nintendo Museum and the Super Sentai Cafe. Yeah, remember in Akiba Ranger? A place that's surrounded by Sentai memorabilia, music, and cakes? Well, that actually exists, and I was determined to go to it. Now, of course, me not being a vlogger, I didn't really film a lot. I filmed some stuff, so I guess cue the montage. We went to Nara, a city famous for their deer that just coexist with people. It's really charming seeing them live freely and not be afraid of humans. You can feed them cookies, and they'll even cross the streets and no one bats an eye. They even bow to you.
Give me my crackers fucking shit. Attack.
Eventually, I'd find my way at the Nintendo Museum. Unfortunately, again, I didn't film much because I'm a terrible vlogger. It's really cool seeing all this Nintendo merchandise in perfect condition all gathered in one place. There were of course games, controllers, special edition consoles, guides, you name it. A lot of that stuff though, you were explicitly told not to film, so that one's not on me. But if Nintendo made it, there was a high quality version of it somewhere here. There's also tons of plenty of opportunities for photo ops with pipes, castles, it's all there. All while, of course, Nintendo music plays through the speakers. Even in the bathroom. I didn't film that, obviously, you're just gonna have to trust me. There's also some fun interactive games where you can play Nintendo classics with huge controllers. You have to play with another person, and it's pretty difficult. Here we are playing Super Mario World. A lot of people couldn't get past level 1, but us being true gamers... That's what I'm talking about. There's also a room where you can play with the Ultra Machine. Yeah, back when Nintendo made toys instead of video games. This machine throws soft baseballs at you and you gotta hit them. It was meant to be an indoor toy back in the day, so they recreate a 60s style house, and if you hit an object, it'll react, usually by it being destroyed. It's very cute. My form is kind of embarrassing though, there's a reason I do YouTube videos. There's also only like one restaurant at the museum. They serve burgers, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, but it was probably the worst burger I've ever had in my life. Yeah, on the pictures it looks fine, very aesthetically pleasing, but the beef itself, it felt and tasted like rubber or something. I mean, it's ultimately whatever. I didn't come to the museum for a 5-star meal. I came for the Mario. So for that, I was satisfied. What else did I take pictures of? Big Mac, Family Mart, Dr. Pepper machine that offered 12 options of one drink in 2 different containers. Alright, maybe it's montage time again. The trip also just happened to line up with the Tales series' 30th anniversary, so all throughout Shibuya there were street signs showing off the games, which was super cool. This is my favorite game series of all time. Heck, I've been using the music in my videos since day one, so seeing all of that was really cool. There were actually tons of random Tales collaborations I came across, like these $6 cans of drink. But when I thought it couldn't get any cooler, we came across a pop-up Tales museum at a mall. It was charming. Very small, but it's more than I'll ever see in America. Seeing standees of all of these characters really just made me happy. I kinda went overboard with the amount of things I bought. Stickers, shirts, and standees of my favorite characters. I spent way too much money and realistically have zero use for all of this. But as they say in Japan, when in Rome. But it's time for the main event. The big reason I came to Japan in the first place. The Super Sentai Cafe. Whoa, you see that Wendy's? It was a long trek. Okay, not really. I actually lucked out and it only ended up being 15 minutes from where we were staying. We traveled fiercely throughout Japan, but eventually... there it was, on the 4th floor of this random building. We stepped inside, and... I was in heaven. Of course, since Gozuger is the current season airing, they were all over the place, marking our tables, and the silverware even had these fellas on it. As expected as well, there's tons of high-quality figures and memorabilia from the show. They of course also play the theme songs while you eat, the perfect icing on the cake. The cafe is also technically a Kamen Rider cafe as well. You can pick what side you want to sit on. Kamen Rider is clearly more popular in Japan because we were the only people sitting on the Super Sentai side. We then ordered some food, such as the Captain Marvelous spaghetti. I actually watched this season. I don't think there's anything particularly Gokaiger about spaghetti, apart from the flag they stick in there. I also got some French toast, from the iconic Super Sentai where someone ate French toast. Alright, look, you don't really come here for the gourmet cuisine, although to be fair, the French toast was pretty tasty and I totally wolfed it down. I also didn't experiment too much with the food. I don't know, I guess the YouTuber thing to do would just buy a bunch of food and review it. They had some Gozuger Morpher omelet and an entire Kamen Rider menu that I didn't even look at. But I don't know, I just wanted to experience this place without the YouTuber brain. The true experience just comes from the atmosphere, being surrounded by 40 plus years of Super Sentai history. It was also my birthday when we went. You had to fill out a reservation online and it was naturally in Japanese, so I must have accidentally created a birthday event. I didn't want the whole shebang, I was more than happy to just experience the cafe, but I'm kinda glad it happened. They dimmed the lights, sang happy birthday, and brought out a cake. I got to pick the season, so I picked the only one I ever fully watched, Gokaiger. It was a fruit cake with chocolate pieces. I think they said happy birthday, and the picture itself was also chocolate. I've never actually had fruitcake. The cake itself was mid, but the strawberries really made it special and upped it to like an 11 out of 10. Yeah, I guess you could say it was pretty tasty. Now to be fair, they did say no filming or try not to film in here, so I did kinda break the rules, I'm sorry. In exchange for forgiveness, I'm hoping that this video encourages some of you guys to actually check it out. It's in Ikebukuro if you're ever in Japan. Just Google Super Sentai Restaurant and it'll pop up. And that's pretty much all I filmed. The Super Sentai Cafe was personally the place that meant the most to me. It really was like stepping into a piece of my childhood and seeing it be celebrated. So, thanks for watching. Back to America! Yay!